it's time to put a stop to any type of toxic family dysfunction cycle continuing. All of that comes to a dull hush and end, right? When you are clear about your boundaries. To learn this key, I want you to keep watching. There's good stuff ahead. Hello, I am so glad to be back here with you today as I continue this 40 for 40 series. Let's talk about the reality of healing family dysfunction. Being okay with the reality that you will not please everybody, right? It's okay. You are not responsible for other people's happiness. You're responsible for your health, your well-being. You are responsible as a parent, if you are a parent, for creating an atmosphere that is conducive for your children to thrive, right? And as you are compelled in setting these new boundaries and setting these new parameters, you are going to feel more confident to continue to set healthy boundaries so that you can heal from the trauma and the family dysfunction that you have experienced. So you're gonna let people know, hey, I don't feel comfortable doing XYZ. I will not be at such family gathering or whatever this year. Just being super clear about what you require. Like if you are going to attend, you want certain conversations to not be had. You want to make sure certain people are not present. You need to be clear about your expectations. Have that healthy conversation with people and be clear about things that are negotiable and things that are non-negotiable. You don't want to put yourself in a circumstance where you are not able to handle triggers. And then you definitely want to make sure that your children, those that are looking to you for an example, for guidance, for clarity about family dynamics, you want to be clear about protecting your children from unnecessary trauma and foolishness. With my family situation, the person who sexually perpetrated upon me, I don't have consistent communication with that individual. I have decided to set clear boundaries in my own process of healing. And because of the unique situation of my circumstance and my trauma, I have a lot of connections with this individual because this person is part of my family. So that has made for some difficult situations, and I made some decisions that are necessary for my health and well-being. And I believe that what's important is that we are all clear about the need for peace and the need to act from a pure-hearted place, right? So for certain family members that do not talk to me because I openly confronted this ugly family dysfunction and exposed, the truth around the taboo and horrors associated with incest, that was extremely uncomfortable for certain people in my family, and they were very upset. And I understood that, but it was no longer negotiable for me to be silent, to be complicit with that particular behavior. And so therefore, that was not negotiable. What was negotiable was, for me, certain short-term interactions for the health and well-being of the family. The reality is that I needed to prioritize my healing, and silence and protecting the family looked different from my perspective than from some other family members' perspective, right? And I was okay with that. I was okay with knowing that we're not going to agree, and being hush and silent and not saying anything wasn't that. I'm not doing that, because ultimately how we end this cycle of abuse and this family dysfunction is by confronting the situation, calling it out, and dealing with it head on. You've got to identify what's negotiable for you, what's non-negotiable. Identifying these two things to maximize your progress in recovery can be supported through counseling and or working with a coach like myself, who is trained, who is equipped to give you language and tools that can help you in your process. I'm encouraged. There is hope. You are here. You are feeding your soul the nourishment that you need to thrive. Be encouraged. I would love to give you more details. If you are in need of support or help around this, let's connect in the community that I created to help adult men and women thrive after incest, trauma, and loss. Click the link. It's time to thrive. It should be at the end card of this video, and there are details in the information box below. I am super grateful that you have stuck with me to this point, but I have a question for you. If there's any area that you feel stuck in your process of healing from family dysfunction, let me know what that looks like for you. Drop your question in the comment section below, because I'm interested and I would love to be able to provide additional details that could help you in your process. Be encouraged. I will talk with you soon.